Okay, I'm here with goaltender Tyler Bunz. First of all, Tyler, how many years have you been with the team for?
I've played 3 full seasons with the team. I was a mentor in my 4th year, 3rd as a starter, and it's been a lot of fun being in Medicine Hatch here, being drafted, and then playing coming into my 4 years. So there's a lot of tradition and a lot of experience that I've had with this team, and I'm looking forward to another great season with the guys in the room.
Where are you originally from?
I was born in Regina, and I moved to St. Albert, Alberta, just outside Edmonton there when I was about 7 years old. My dad got transferred there, and never started playing hockey until I was about 10 years old, so I was kind of a late bloomer. But my brother was a goaltender, and I kind of followed in his footsteps there, and he was really the inspiration of why I became a goaltender.
Now, your brother, is he older, younger, and how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have one brother. He's 24. He played hockey throughout minor hockey. He didn't really think it was the sport that he wanted to play for the rest of his life, so he took schooling as an option, and he became an electrical engineer, and he's actually working up north in diamond mines, and he's head supervisor up there, so he's doing a really good job for himself right now up in the Northwest Territories.
You played all of your minor hockey in St. Albert, I imagine?
I did, yeah. Started when I was never played goalie my first year. I was kind of half and half. I didn't know if I wanted to be a forward or a goaltender, and I kind of switched to goalie in Adams. So I played minor hockey throughout St. Albert there. I played a lot of summer hockey throughout the Edmonton area with Capital City Bulldogs. So there's a lot of good coaching and a lot of good teams that I played on to get me where I'm at right now.
Now, you obviously mentioned that it wasn't your first choice to be goaltender. When was that moment you're like, I'm pretty good at this?
My parents actually signed me up secretly to be a goalie on the sign-up sheets, and I couldn't stop my first year of hockey until the last practice of the year in novice. And it was funny that I made the highest level in novice B1. I got a call from the coach, and he saw that in tryouts I could actually stop the puck because I played out and goaltender in tryouts. So he thought he'd give it a shot on me, and he gave me that opportunity to become a pretty good goalie at that age. And I learned lots from him, and Kevin Pennington was the coach, and he's really the guy that started my career off in the right foot.
Minor hockey moments, does that rank up there with one of the ones that stick out? Is there a championship you won or anything like that, a couple of shutouts?
I think one was when I won minor hockey week in Pee Wee with my team there. We got to play in Rexall in front of a pretty big crowd, and we were playing a team that beat us all year, and that was the first time we've ever beat them, so it was pretty special to come out being the underdogs and win such a prestige tournament like that. There's about 40-some teams in our level, so it was pretty cool to win that.
But a foreshadowing maybe that you were in Rexall Place at that young age?
Yeah, it's actually, I always think about that stuff, little stuff like that, where I was always pretending that I was on the Oilers when I play road hockey and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool to be drafted by them because of all my childhood moments.
Tell me about that moment when you were drafted. What was that like for you?
I don't think words can describe the feeling I got. I was watching the draft on TV, and there was an interview going on, and I heard in the background my name, and I didn't know if it was me for sure or what team I went to. And right away, my agent called me. He was at the draft, and he said that I got drafted. And I was like, to what team? And he said, first pick of the 5th round of the Oilers. And as soon as he said that, it was almost like my heart dropped. It was amazing. Like can't explain the feeling I had. It was unbelievable for me and my family, and I had a bunch of friends over that night, so it was pretty cool. It was very special, and it's an honor to be drafted by them.
One of those moments you'll never forget, I guess, eh?
Yeah, exactly. I could probably describe every moment from leading up to that phone call that I got from my agent, and after that. It was one of those days that you'll always remember and never forget.
As a goaltender, you probably get a lot of trash talking, guys in the crease. Does that stuff bother you?
I don't know. I think that kind of fires me up a little bit. I think that I'm that type of guy that if someone does beak at me, I'll be the first to chirp them back and stuff like that. I think it's just a pride thing. It kind of makes me, want to go out there and compete even harder against them to kind of shut them up. So that kind of stuff doesn't rattle me. It kind of, just adds fuel to the fire.
Snow spray, does that get under your skin?
I don't know, I kind of laugh at that. It's kind of rattling, but it's part of the game. It's going to happen. There's snow on the ice, so you just kind of wipe off the snow off your face and get back at her.
Now, the shutout curse. Everybody always talks with the shutout curse. Is that one of those things that you hold to, that don't say shutout until the game's over?
It's kind of funny. I think I might have the record for having a shutout going into the 3rd period in this league. I think my 17-year-old year, I probably had 13 games where I had a shutout going into the 3rd period, and I ended up losing it. So, guys in the dressing room kind of look at me me going into the third, and I'm just like, which one's going to go in? Like, I just joke about it. I don't think that's something that is going to bother me. If someone says it, I kind of laugh. And I mean, if a goal does go in, then it's not because of the shutouts, because I made a mistake. So it's not too big of an issue with me. If someone says it, it's kind of funny, so I just laugh with it.
If you only had 15 minutes to get ready, or 15 minutes to grab food before you left the house, not necessarily game day, what would you grab?
15 minutes. I think I would grab maybe a banana and really quickly make a bologna sandwich.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't eat any other meat than bologna for sandwiches, and bananas are always there. It's easy to just rip them off and then go.
There you go. Okay. If you had 1 hour to impress the woman of your dreams, what would you do?
Wow. I would 1 hour. I would take her to, say, a dinner and a movie of her choice. I would wine and dine her a little bit, and then whatever she wanted to do after that, whether it's, if there's a beach around, I'd go to a beach or something like that. I'm kind of a sucker for beaches and water, and hopefully she would be too, so that would work out.
You wouldn't take her to a hockey game and put on a shutout for her?
No, I think that's too cocky. Just do something she wants to do.
How many followers do you have on Twitter?
I think I have 3,100. I think now I kind of hit the 3,000 mark, and it's been climbing ever since, so it's good.
There are a lot of guys in the team that take part in Twitter and social networking and stuff?
Yeah, I think most of the guys do. I think there's probably 10, 11 guys that probably do. It's a lot. I don't know. I never really was big on Twitter until last year. Right at the end of the year, I kind of got it, and it's. I think it's better than Facebook. It's a lot easier to communicate, and it's fun to follow celebrities that you enjoy, watching their movies or following. So I think it's a lot better than Facebook, and I think the guys really enjoy it.
Who's your favorite guy? Probably Biz Nasty 2.0, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, he's pretty funny. He's a funny guy to follow. Some of the things he says probably gets him in trouble with Phoenix, but it's a lot of entertainment for guys, and he's known for some of the things he says. So it's not going to change, and if I could tell him, I would tell him to keep doing it.
Thanks for joining us. That's an inside look at the Medicine Hat Tigers and goaltender Tyler Bunz. Go Tigers!